All right, today we have Krista Greener on our little talk today. Krista is an expert in the digital marketing space, and Krista embodies the meaning of the laptop lifestyle, making passive income while staying at home with her 6 children. Marketing and, of course, creation have helped her live an abundant life, and now she wants to help you live free too. So, Krista, thank you so much for being here with me today. How are things?
Hey, good. Thank you so much for having me. So excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm very, very excited to chat with you today. So let's just kind of talk briefly about how you got into the field that you are in.
So it all started back in 2019. I found out I was pregnant with our twins, our fifth and sixth children or kids. And I was working, I'm a dental hygienist by trade. That's what I went to school for. So I was working at the dental office full time. They found out that I was pregnant with the twins, and a week later they fired me. And it was devastating. You know, we were going from like a 2-income family, then down to a 1-income family. I was pregnant with the twins. COVID hit. My husband's salary got cut when COVID hit. We lost our big house where we had to sell it. We had to sell my hubby's brand new truck. It was just everything came crashing down all at once. And then when I was pregnant with the twins, my water broke at 5 months and I had to go on bed rest. I was in the hospital, and we had to put the other kids then in daycare. We had to pay for that, and that is not cheap. So it's like everything all at once just came crashing down, and I was laid up on bed rest, and I was like, what can I do? Like, my husband was so stressed. We sold our big house. We had to move into a rental, and I was like searching online, like, what can I do to make extra cash online? And I saw, scrolling Instagram and stuff, and I saw a bunch of all these other influencers making money online, doing like affiliate marketing and brand collaborations and stuff like that. So I decided, I was like, okay, if they can do it, like while I'm sitting here on bed rest, I'm like, I can do this, and share my story and stuff. So I started, posting stuff and providing value and just talking about my experience on being on bed rest, and just recommending different products that I liked, and started growing my following from that. And I started making pretty good money with affiliate marketing, little by little. When I first started, it wasn't much because I was doing low ticket affiliate marketing. And then I switched to like more high ticket affiliate marketing, where you're promoting like courses and other coaches and stuff like that are charging like thousands. So you make a really good commission off of that. So I ended up switching to that. And then that's when I really started making really good money. And then I thought to myself, like, they all have courses and they're coaching other clients. So I'm like, I can probably do that thing too then, And so that's when I decided I wanted to make my first online course. And so my first online course was on affiliate marketing. And in my first launch, I did really well. And I was like so hooked. I was like, I need to continue to make courses and help people and teach people to make passive income online. And I really wanted to teach other people how to create their own online course. So then that was my next course that I created, was how to create your own online course. And actually next month, I'm putting a bundle together. I have 10 courses now all together. And next month, I'm going to do this bundle that has like 5 courses all in one on how to create your own online course, how to launch it, how to sell it with a webinar / masterclass, and how to have like the entrepreneurial type mindset to go along with all that, and how to handle that. So that in a nutshell is how I've gotten started and kind of how I've scaled my business so far. So
Yeah, that's awesome. So there's kind of like that sense of pressure, that you have to figure out a way for this to work. You can't necessarily just get a job, because that job would be essentially paying for your childcare, and that's it, right? So that does get kind of nerve-wracking, and obviously daycare is not cheap. So at this point, this is your first 2 children, or?
No, when I'm pregnant with the twins, they're our fifth and sixth. So we had our four other
Gotcha.
kids. So when they got home from school is when, like I'd let them watch like a show or something, and then I try to do like my like content creation and stuff, and just try
Right.
to like knock it out and have kind of a plan, so.
Yeah. What was it about prior to the affiliate marketing experience? Did you have any other kind of like experiences that would help you be, because I know affiliate marketing does have a lot of like marketing obviously into it, but was there like previous experience, or did you kind of just learn just by going?
For me, I just kind of learned by trial and error. And really, I was following other big influencers online that had like millions of followers. And I'm like, okay, I watch their stories and I'm like, they keep promoting products. Like that's all they're doing on their channels, like, saying what they ate that day or what they were doing that day. But also they would slide in, like, here's what we're making for dinner. Click on the link, to get 20% off this food thing, or, like HelloFresh or whatever. And so I was like, okay. So then I was like, how are they? So do they go right to the brand's website? And then like, if you scroll all the way down on a lot of these websites, they have like become an affiliate. So then I click on that and then you sign up for their affiliate program. And then, you just get your special link and you start promoting that. So like in your Instagram bio, you can put the link in your bio, you know, to, oh, sorry, I'm having my husband end that. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My husband called and I thought I put it on Do Not Disturb, but apparently I didn't. So I clicked on accident that I answered it. So
No worries at all. Hey, this is real. No worries. This is what life is. So all good. But you were saying you could put that link in your Instagram bio, right?
yeah, so I started to put the link in my Instagram bio and really like right away nobody was like clicking on it and I'm like, what the heck? But I figured out that like I was just posting randomness. Like I was just posting, just I wasn't providing any value. And so then once I figured that out, I was providing stuff that people wanted to like, comment, and share on, like a tip, like five ways to grow your Instagram following, or 3 ways to make passive income online. And then I would kind of give the tips. And that grew my following like so fast on TikTok. Actually, I did that strategy. And on TikTok, I grew from 0 to 100,000 followers in 1 month. So it was like insane. And then that's when really like I would do a call to action at the end and I would have people like, I would tell them like, go click the link in my bio, to learn more and stuff. So that really like got the leads and sales going. So
Yeah, it's funny how simple, a call to action can be, like when it comes to like taking the action and wanting people to do certain things. Because it's not enough to read it in the post saying that I can help you do this thing, I can help you, you'll make this come true, whatever. But they won't reach out. But if you say, oh, message me for details, they'll suddenly start messaging because they need that direction, right? um so for you, when it came down to like, I just started my affiliate kind of endeavor to now it's really starting to work. I really start to see some residuals coming in. What was that gap like in between that?
like how I felt, you mean, or
How you felt, pushing through all of that like frustration, like this isn't working, nobody's clicking. And then eventually, like how long was that gap to until you started seeing the kind of results come in?
Oh yeah. So I feel like it really transitioned once I hired my own coach, because I really needed a little bit more direction. So I found a coach and they had a mastermind group. It was like a 6 month mastermind, and they taught a lot of the things in there and how to grow your audience, how to create your own online course and affiliate marketing and stuff like that. And so that really, really helped me to figure out kind of the direction to go and stuff. So, and then it wasn't too long after that I really like tried to implement the strategies and not do it all on my own, and I implemented their strategies and then I feel like it really worked good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because I know affiliate marketing is tough. The idea of, taking someone's product and putting it out in the public and having them purchase it sounds amazing, but it's not always that simple, right? You kind of have to give them the push on why it's a great idea to go with this company or sign up for that HelloFresh company, that kind of thing. So it's a lot of persuasion, and you have to really kind of think about what you're putting out there and what's shareable at the same time. Were you paying for any kind of traffic to do any of that?
No, no, I wasn't. And
Okay, that's awesome.
I still am not, but it's funny because we have a marketing agency now. We've created our own digital marketing agency to help other course creators and coaches and online entrepreneurs that have like e-commerce and Shopify stores. We've created this digital marketing agency to help them run paid ads and help them figure out their social media management and marketing. And I haven't even been running ads for my own course business. So that's my next step, is to really scale my course and coaching business through paid ads.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not always entirely necessary to do that. If you have like enough traffic coming in, enough word of mouth, enough referrals, and you have your own affiliate program, that's your paid advertisement in a sense. If you're doing just fine without it, a lot of people they want to jump straight into the ads, but it's almost like, okay, do you have something solid in place yet? Do you know exactly what is effective for your clients? Do you have a system? Is it proven? Is it results driven? All that kind of stuff. What are the feedback you're getting from it? Now let's drive traffic to it. After you've gotten some sales and you can put that money back into the business kind of thing. So that's awesome. You're doing amazing, which is funny because our the way that we kind of came about together was interesting. I was researching, a freelancer to help me kind of put together a course platform. And just the way that I am, I like to study people's experiences kind of thing and see, was this a good experience? Because, on those platforms it's a hit or miss sometimes with good workers and not good workers. So I found you and I was like, hey, Krista, what was your experience like? And you're like, I know you. So you're actually part of the community that I'm a part of. So it's pretty cool to see that the small world that we live in, right? But I was just really inspired by everything that you're doing already, and then you're trying to level up that, and with 6 children, right? So can we touch on how what does your day-to-day look like, and how are you running this thing with 6 children in the house, right?
Well, where I'm at right now in my business, I can afford to put them in like preschool during the day. So I send so the older ones, which actually we're going to be homeschooling the older ones this fall. So that's going to like change here in a little bit. But the older ones are going to school right now. And then the little ones are in preschool just a half a day. So I really try to be intentional with my time. So I get up in the morning at 5 a.m. I work out. I have my own like meditation and devotional time with my coffee and everything. And then I get everybody ready. I pack all their lunches, and then I drop all of them off. And then when I get home, I get myself ready, and I really like try to write down, like what needs to be done that day. And I try to pick like the top 3 most important tasks, like in my business. And then I also have a business manager and a virtual assistant right now that I kind of meet with. So I try to meet with them in the morning, see if they need anything from me and what they're working on and stuff like that. So really, like, I built up my team and people to like help me with things. So, and I feel
Yeah.
like if you're just starting out, it is difficult for sure to be it all and do it all yourself. I would
Mhm.
I would recommend actually finding someone that can help you right away. Like if you have a vision and you know where you want to go, if you want to create a course or whatever,
Yeah.
like either buy that course and do it, like, and don't just try to like go on YouTube and find like separate videos and piece it all together. Like that just doesn't work nowadays, like, yes, you can find anything and everything online and stuff, but if you buy a course or get a coach, you can really streamline that process and make profit like so much faster. So yeah, like I said, I built up my team and it's really helped me now. But when I was on bed rest and I we couldn't afford that. It's like, I really just tried to work within the pieces of my day, like during the kids' nap time, or, just after dinner, my husband would like put them to bed or get them ready and feed them and stuff. And then I would go in the office and just try to work as much as I could and get it done. So right away, you're going to be probably a little bit stressed, and it's hard work, like I'm not going to lie and say it's definitely not. But if you want it bad enough and you have a vision, you're going to make it work. And then you will get to a point where it's like you're making money and you can really invest back in your business. So,
right. Yeah. And that comes into the play of hiring a team, putting it into paid ads. So you're not doing so much of the content building and that kind of thing, right? What team members do you have like right now doing what for you to carry on because I know that your newest endeavor is the digital marketing agency, right? So with the affiliate stuff, are you still doing affiliate stuff as well?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And that's just kind of like a side piece. I like even today I went on my Instagram stories and I saw actually somebody else was promoting this. So it's like, that's kind of how I hear of stuff. Cause I'm like, I'm not searching ever for sales, but I saw somebody else was promoting these like sunglasses that were buy one, get one free or something. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to get the link for that. And I'll post a picture of that, and to let my followers know that, oh my gosh, like there's a sale. So it's like, I just try to fit that in. Like if I'm already going to stories and stuff, Instagram stories for the day, I'm like, I might as well provide some value and tell people there's a sale going on,
Right. Yeah. As
I'm all
opposed
about,
oh, go ahead.
sorry. I was gonna say, I'm all about passive income and like the more ways you can make money, the better, like now we have our marketing agency. I'm a coach, also business coach. I have my own online courses. I do affiliate marketing, like all the crazy things to make money. So,
which is funny because you like everything you just mentioned right now are all endeavors that I have like dabbled in, right? But didn't find like the sweet spot or didn't really fully enjoy it as much as it sounds like you did. Right. So I kind of just like tried it. It was cool, made some money, not a whole lot, but then kind of abandoned it thinking, I don't really like this. I don't want this to get to the point where it's like, okay, now it's too big to abandon, right? And now I'm stuck in it. So I wanted to kind of make that transition before. But it's funny hearing about all these things because these are all things I know very well, obviously too. Did you get into like e-commerce and drop shipping at all? Was that anything
yeah.
interesting? How
And
was your experience with that?
We do actually have a store, but I just haven't really put much time into it. And actually I probably should, because I've gotten some organic sales from it. It's a like home decor and kitchen, like drop shipping type store. Nice. And yeah, we actually have made sales on it, but yeah, I haven't, if I don't promote it, I don't make any money with it. So.
Yeah, it's cool because you can just set it up and like with like tools like, Oberlo and other automated things, you don't have to even touch it. Right. That's what's kind of cool about it. But there's a lot of, difficult moments when it comes to drop shipping and e-commerce and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, not the avenue for me. Again, coaching was where I really, really found like my groove. I was like, I love this because I love leading people. I love inspiring people. That was my background, massive anxiety to like, taking matters into my own hands kind of thing. More on that later. We won't even dive into that topic, but I do want to touch on kind of like that topic, now that it kind of stems into it, the self-doubt type of thing. Did you ever come across feeling the feelings of self-doubt that might have resulted in like hesitation and procrastination? And if so, how did you counter against that?
Yeah. So self-doubt for me was really hard. And I also felt imposter syndrome because I come from a background of like dental hygiene, cleaning people's teeth. And so I'm like, how can I teach on this? How can I teach on marketing, stuff like that. And also I kept following these influencers. And it's like, oh my gosh, like I looked at where they were at and I was like just starting, but they were like so far ahead of me that I was like, oh, like their stuff is so good and they really know how to sell well and they create really awesome graphics and, just all that sort of thing. So I was like, I'm not good enough, but then I learned to do affirmations and take that on the flip side and be like, okay, here's my fear. My fear is that I'm not good enough. And then like my course or something is not good enough and people are not going to like it. And so I'm going to feel bad. And, so then I took the affirmation on the flip side and I was like, people are going to like my courses because, a team of professionals have helped me create them. And I have all these systems in place and a team of people behind me. And it's like, so I would continue to say those positive affirmations, in my head. And it really, really helps. Cause it's like, no, like you shut down that negative voice in your head and is like, no, you can do this. Like I've seen other people do this. They're not, they don't have some super secret sauce that, I don't have. And to be honest, we found out what the secret sauce is, and it's all marketing. Like that's why I just love marketing so much, because it's like, it's all about how you market your brand, how you provide value, just all the things. That's the secret sauce. Like you need marketing and social media presence.
Yep. It really makes everything so much easier when you know how to communicate with the people you're trying to communicate with. That makes all the difference. And affirmations are great. I think the key with affirmations is that you have to actually believe what you're telling yourself to be true, right? Otherwise, you're just reading letters in a book, basically, right? So if you don't believe it, right, and it sounds like you really had that crossing moment point where you're like, no, this is great because experts help me do it. Like people that are already doing it, making millions of dollars probably have helped me make this one. And I know it's good because they helped me make it. Right. And I know my worth. I know what I did. So yeah, the affirmation is true. I'm going to believe that and just go with that instead of the self-doubt of, what if my course isn't good enough? What if someone hates it? Unfortunately, that's just the reality of the online world. Someone is going to be unhappy with something because they love to be unhappy. You know what I mean? So they don't allow the things to be like very, like awesome, but it has to be an issue. And usually that's internal. Right. And that comes into play too, kind of like what you were talking about, the affirmations and all that kind of stuff, the change of attitude, change of mentality, the perspective switch. So what are your thoughts on the quote that you hear all these successful people say, right? Kobe Bryant, Oprah, they always say, oh, success is really 80% mental. What do you think about that?
Definitely. And I feel like not until this past year did I really focus on mindset, and it has totally transformed the way that my business is. And I feel like, gosh, that negative mindset starts creeping in, and it's crazy how fast it takes over. And, like me starting to post on social media, I was getting a lot of negative comments and stuff, which actually, like side note, those negative comments actually really help you get more views. So I was like when I found that out, I was really thankful that people were like sending me negative comments, because I'm like, you're totally growing my business. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Because no matter what the comments are, Instagram will, say, oh, this post is getting a lot of traction. People are like, they love to comment on this. Let's do this. That's why like a little bit of controversy goes a long way. And it's a good thing, so long as you're not talking about like children and, those sensitive subjects. But, yeah, totally. That's funny. So you kind of saw that really, really generate more traffic to your posts and shares, like, hey, this girl doesn't know what she's talking about. Go check it out. And then someone else sees it. I love this. So it's kind of funny, but that's exactly how the online world, goes. And I'm sure in the early stages of those posts and those comments coming in, you're probably like, how dare you? Right. And then you start seeing the switch. You're like, oh, no, come on in. So, it's again, it's a perspective thing. You can choose to focus on the fact that people are hating on your stuff, or the fact that people hating on your stuff is resulting in more people looking at it. So you don't even have to drive or boost posts or anything like that. It's not costing you a cent and it's working. So that's pretty cool. But if you had to start all over again, right, what would you have done differently? And what are you really proud of in your entrepreneurial career, thus far? You've accomplished a lot, but I'm sure looking back in hindsight, you're like, oh, I would have done that differently. So kind of like a message to the people that are looking to get started or feeling like they can't do it because someone else's content is so much better. What advice would you give yourself looking back and the people that are looking to get started?
So I would definitely say invest in yourself. Like, I know it's an investment and everything and it costs money, but I would say really like just find a coach that you really jive with and that you want to learn from and you look up to, and learn from them. And also, find a course that like, whatever niche you want to go into, there's got to be a course out there nowadays that
Yeah.
you can step by step and then literally just like model those same steps. And then also I feel like when I first started, like we didn't have a lot of money and stuff, but I wish I would have had somebody help me sooner. Like actually help me do the things. Like I also have gotten to a point in my business where it's like, coaches, I'm like a coach myself now, but coaches are still reaching out to me and they're like, oh, I can help you with this. And that's awesome. And I probably will still continue to need somebody to help me level up too, continuously. But I feel like, like it's really good if you just invest in yourself and you find time to learn and learn the
Right.
steps. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a huge thing that people like you mentioned earlier, right? Is the YouTube thing and trying to piece it together on your own. You either have excuse me, you either have time or you have money, kind of thing. So if you don't have the money, you spend a little more time. If you have no time, you spend the money, kind of thing, to get to the result that you want. With that, I can't agree with you more. Like I have to say that coaching has really changed my life. Not even just with like business coaching, but like a therapist to break me out of that anxiety barrier, to start my entrepreneurial career. That's when I really saw the world as this big opportunity when it used to be so small for me. Now it's like this massive opportunity that I want to tell everybody about my experiences and help change their lives too. That's the benefit of being a coach. I see it in you and what you're doing, which is amazing. I think that that's really the game changer for a lot of people. One thing that I will add to that also is like your social circle around you. Who are you surrounding yourself by, like, with? Are they being supportive? So what was your social circle when things really started to kind of take shape and all that kind of stuff? Were people being supportive? Your husband, your family, your kids, were they respecting your boundaries and mommy's got to work after dinner, kind of thing? What was that like for you?
So with my kids, it definitely is difficult because they're still so little. Like our oldest is only 9, and I've been doing this now like a couple of years, and it was really, really hard. Like I'm like, okay, like just. But my husband, he's been so good. He's always been supportive. I've tried all these different online ventures and Amazon selling and drop shipping and the affiliate marketing and courses and coaching. And like, it's like, he's like, okay, like he's
Pick
supportive.
one.
Finally, I've settled into, the courses and coaching and digital marketing aspect of things, but he's always been really supportive. I'm thankful. And I don't have a ton of girlfriends. We moved from where I was from in Minnesota to Florida 8 years ago. And, I've had friendships and stuff here and there, but with such a big family, it's hard to make, other mom friends and stuff. But I've made a lot of friends online, actually, and friends who are in the same business that I've come across. And, we like, comment, share each other's posts. And one of my girlfriends, she actually just launched her own podcast to help moms making money online. And so I shared that, on Instagram, and we just try to reciprocate that, and just lift each other up and be supportive.
Yeah, and these are all people that you met just online.
Yeah, just online and in different programs, like this one friend I had, she was in the same like affiliate marketing group that I was in, and we were both learning together and growing. And yeah, other coaches and stuff I still talk to and work with. And yeah, so the online realm has just been amazing for me to like develop friendships and stuff. So it's awesome.
Yeah, it's super powerful. That has changed my life as well, between coaches, mentors, therapists, and community. Really utilizing community to the fullest extent. Having these conversations like this, I'm learning from you, right? And people are going to be, finding out who you are. Maybe someone can resonate with you and say, hey, I want to talk to you. I really want to reach out to Krista. She's saying a lot of the right things. I just had 18 children or something, right? So I could use some pointers on figuring out how to do that. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but it's a lot of things to kind of navigate throughout the household. You know, I just had a baby, and there's a 6-year-old also, my stepson, and I'm like, okay, that's a lot. So trying to take that on and still kind of focus on work is definitely a juggle. But you are an inspiration, Krista, I have to say. So I really, really appreciate you being here. Where can we actually find more information about you? Where can people get in touch with you?
So you can find me on Instagram at official Krista Greener. I do also have a website, kristagreener.com, but it's kind of, I have to edit it just a little bit. So, or update it. So yeah. So if you find me on Instagram, DM me, say, hey, and yeah, I'd love to connect.
Awesome. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll be sure to leave that in the description for people to go ahead and click on that and check you out and see what's floating around in Krista's world up to date. Krista, thank you so much for being here. Is there any final thoughts that you'd like to kind of leave with the audience and have them kind of take with them for today?
I would just say, keep on hustling. Like, you're definitely going to be down. I actually, just last week, I told my husband, I was like, oh, I'm feeling like so down. I'm feeling so overwhelmed, with things. And he like reminds me, it's like, you can do this. You are so strong. Like, a lot, like when I start to have that like imposter syndrome or something, it's just like, he picks me back up, and then I do my affirmations and I take time for myself, my self-care and all that, and just keep going. And also, don't look at like where people are that are ahead of you, try to learn from them and model their success, but really just like, be real with yourself and be like, okay, I'm at this point and I will get there if I just keep on staying consistent. So
consistency is key. That's for sure. Discipline, focus. So it's great to have a great supportive partner that you do, because I know things get really challenging from time to time. So having that support system like your husband is a necessity at times, right? I'm sure you balance him out and he balances you out, and then so that's fantastic. I really, really appreciate you sharing that, Krista. Thank you so much again for being here. I'm excited to chat again. Maybe we'll do another talk where you're even further ahead and you're looking back saying, yeah, that was all. I could definitely have talked about other things, so I love seeing growth and momentum, and everything you shared today was just amazing. So I really appreciate your time, and congratulations on all your successes and your children and your family, all of that. So thank you very much. And I will be sure to be in touch with you when this is all locked and loaded and ready to go. All right. So until then, I will talk to you soon, Krista. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much.